Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to another terrible unboxing courtesy of... Welcome back, everyone. We are continuing in the Iron Man line of the Toy Biz toys. These are from the Marvel Action Hour, which was the shows that spun out of the Spider-Man and the X-Men on the Fox Entertainment Network for the children back in the day. The next toys up that we have in the Iron Man series are a couple of his associates. We have War Machine, who was featured heavily in the show, and Spider-Woman, who, this is the Julia Carpenter Spider-Woman, who was recently portrayed by Sydney Sweeney in the Madam Web movie, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. One of the best movies that's ever been made. I mean that. We also have a villain. This is going to be the Mandarin. He is the leader of the gang that he fights, that Iron Man fights in every single episode of this show. Mandarin would team up with all of the villains that we are going to be unboxing, as well as some pretty wild dragons that show up later in the series. Let's start off with War Machine. So War Machine is a longtime friend of Tony Stark. James Rhodes, he was portrayed in the movies by Terrence Howard, and then the other fellow who did a much better job, whose name escapes me at the moment. This War Machine is going to function a lot like the Iron Man ones, in that the body is the exact same sculpt in terms of size and location of everything, but all of the clip-on bits would function just as well on him as on any of the Iron Men. This particular one is a kind of like a charcoal gray with a silver look, and then the metallic bits are just chrome. He looks really nice, actually. The headset features like a little targeting laser, it looks like. His shoulders feature a like rocket mounted shoulder mounted rockets, and they move independently. That's pretty neat. We got this chest plate, nothing too exciting there. Yeah, the rest of it's pretty standard fare, but the two rocket launchers, which fit on his shoulders, are pretty damn neat. Wait, this one doesn't have a hole. Oh, this one's not really a rocket launcher. It's a lie. The other function of these is they can also fit on his arms to be used as like Gatling guns or something like that. So they can position in a whole lot of different places. I'm not going to fiddle around with his armor too much, but you guys should be able to see it. The fact that all of these Iron Men can be like interchangeable is really cool. I was messing around with the red and the gold one, and we got a whole bunch of pretty neat variations out of it. I'm really looking forward to testing just how weird we can get with the whole thing. Next up, let's go with Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman, Julia Carpenter. She was on a lot of wild rides. I feel like a lot of the time people didn't really know what to do with her in the comics. She joined West Coast Avengers. She was also a member of Freedom Force, which was like the government-sponsored mutant team, like Brotherhood of Evil Mutants became government-sponsored superheroes. So she was part of that too, with some weirdo characters. Let's see what we got here. So we've got a switch on her back that gives her like a downwards thrusting motion. Yes. Oh, maybe these will fly off. Let's give her a go. Oh, okay, so her webs are psionically made, so they're not actually webs. We put these in her hands here, and it should be a simple matter of... Wow, that is atrocious. That is just terrible. And the fact that the two arms are like, they're linked, like you can't turn one without the other. I mean, maybe you can. We're not gonna push it too hard. Boy, how do I feel about this character? It's bad. All in all, it's pretty bad. The hair sculpt is okay, the face sculpt is fine, the arms being able to not function independently is absolutely terrible. The paint, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say the reason that the white looks like this is because of like sun damage, because this toy's pretty old, but it doesn't look fantastic. She's a superhero. Like, she should be designed, oh, her arms move separate, fantastic. She should be able to like fight crime, do something. Instead, we've got her arms locked into position and a gimmick that prevents her from being posed in any way that would be exciting or anything like that. It's a shame because I do think that they did not make versions of the other female characters, so this will probably be the only one in the entire line. I guess it is what it is. She does come with a badge with her Stark Enterprises information on it, but War Machine, strangely enough, does not. Let's go with our third fellow here, which is going to bring us to the end of our first run. We have the Mandarin. So the Mandarin he's been a problematic character for Marvel for a long time. He was quite racist in his initial depictions. As far as what they've done with him later, it's all, most of it's pretty cool. They did change him into, what's his nuts? Shang-Chi's father, which is not his original origin story. But I think that's, at least they're doing something with the character better than making him Ben Kingsley. So he actually looks really cool. He does have like this crotch panel, which looks like Kylun's, which is probably going to fall off a whole lot and annoy the piss out of me. His cape is pretty lame, honestly, considering that we've already gotten 2 caped figures in this series, neither of whom should have a cape. And Mandarin, who kind of makes sense to have a cape, his cape doesn't really work that well. It also doesn't look great. Like the Backlash's cape looks significantly better than this. And we'll continue to fiddle with this. But now it's the moment of truth. Let's see if his rings light up. Not really too surprised that didn't work, but the idea with that is that his hands are supposed to glow. Because of that, he doesn't have any functional bending in his elbows. It wouldn't be possible to run the electrics up through there, but it does look, he does look pretty cool, all things considered. I guess I have mixed feelings about it. The paint is all pretty sloppy, but the overall design is pretty good. I do wish they had taken the idea that they did with the Iron Men and War Machine and translated it to the villains and the other characters in this as well. It would have been neat to have them all with clip-on armor bits. Don't you fall over, Spider-Woman. It is really annoying that his cape doesn't fit on. Like, it's just 2 tiny little plugs in the back. Like, there's no way that that's going to stay regularly without me taping it or something. War Machine is by far the standout of these 3. I guess Mandarin's pretty cool. Spider-Woman I had higher hopes for. I hope that we get another Spider-Woman somewhere in some line to make up for this one, but they are all pretty comic accurate, and they look the part of superheroes at least. Oh, I forgot, he comes with a little helmet as well, and I don't know if this is a normal thing from his comic book look. Oh yeah. That looks terrible. I liked him significantly better without it. There he is. He also has his little pass, so he can get into Stark Enterprises too, I guess. Anyways, that's today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all have been wonderful. I have been terrible. Remember to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you again very, very soon.